So many things about the gospel can seem upside down. We hear from the lips of Jesus, if you want to preserve your life, you have to give up your life. When we come to the Gospel of John, in John 5, we read about Jesus. He is speaking. He has just fed the 5,000, their loaves of fish and bread. But then Jesus turns to them and he says this, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you." Jesus is telling us something very significant about the way to the good life. You know, Adam and Eve, back in the garden, Eve thought she knew the way to the good life. And what do we read there? We read that she took and ate. She hands some fruit to Adam, and he took and he ate. Here's a very different invitation from Jesus during his ministry. He's saying, "Whoever feeds on my flesh and drinks my blood has eternal life, and I will raise him up on the last day. For my flesh is true food, and my blood is true drink. Whoever feeds on my flesh and drinks my blood abides in me, and I in him." He's saying, here's what you must take and eat. You must feed on my atoning death as your life. It's counterintuitive to us. And yet this is at the heart of the gospel. This is the only way to the good life, is to feed on his atoning death. It's interesting, later in the New Testament, the Apostle Peter will talk about the death of Jesus, and he will talk about the death of Jesus as him bearing our sins on a tree. Now, it's interesting. We wonder why he would call the cross in particular a tree. Well, Peter is thinking about the Old Testament description in Deuteronomy, where it was said that when someone had done a terrible crime and they had received the punishment of the people, the death sentence, then that person's body would be hung on a tree. And at that point, they weren't just experiencing the punishment of the people. That person was under the curse of God. So what Peter is trying to communicate to us when he says that Jesus bore our sins on the tree, he's saying Jesus hung on the tree bearing our sins. This is why we must feed upon the atoning death of Jesus. We must feed upon his death in our place. That as he hung under the curse of God on that tree, he was experiencing the curse that we should have experienced. And so as we take and eat, it means that we receive his blessing, the blessing that he deserved, instead of experience the curse that you and I rightly deserve. So as you look for the good life in this world, don't be looking for it somewhere outside of Christ, but actually to come to Christ, to recognize this tree of death that Christ died on has become to us a tree of life as we feed on its fruit and live.